You are all welcome to Never TV. My name is Obaseki, broadcasting from Toronto, Canada. We are back again, like what we promised in our previous show, that I'm going to be coming back with Mr. Daniel Obakozuwa, all the way from Benin City, to discuss about the prevailing issue in Edo State today. Thank you, Mr. Daniel, for joining us from Benin City.
Thank you very much. It's a pleasure.
Okay, what is going on right now? You know, you always give us the latest, the
Well,
news.
the campaign is still going on, campaigning senatorial district to one set on senatorial district, local government to local government. Yesterday, the governor was at Akoko Edo to solicit the Obas there received him. They thanked him for the good work he has been doing, that they will still ask for more, assuring him of his vote. The crowd was a bit impressive, you know. So the same mosquito campaigning yesterday, the APC was at a go in a road march. They're always going about road march to sensitize people about Izeyamu and his simple agenda. So since the election is coming nearer, what we'll be seeing and hearing is all about election campaign strategies, people living, people wanting to support one another. But by and large, I still say that Obaseki still have the edge because he has a good structure going with him and based on his developmental strive.
And moreover, the competition is very, very high right now. Very high.
Yeah, well, it is high and tense.
Yes.
It's not only high; it's very tense now. You know, opponents are seeing where they are lacking, trying to measure up if they can measure up. I think it's very tense now. But one thing I'm very proud of, and I am proud to say that we have not had a clash from the two rival parties. That is what the APC and the PDP. They have not been supporters clashing
Right.
because of it has always been they campaigning in a different day, this campaigning and I think it's a good one as against when we normally see them come out in the same train and before you know fight and lose. So we just hope and pray that so that election in Edo State will be free, fair, and credible. I was also happy when I heard that the APC are also crying and calling for free, fair, and credible election. So the idea that they are importing talks from other states will not be there. So while this governor has assured to build up security, so we do hope that we are going to, for the first time, Edo should serve as an example to all other states so that we have that credible. The references will be now be made to it that yes, go and watch Edo a
Election.
credible election. But one thing I've also noticed that the youth are getting more wisdom rather
Yes.
than the essence of fighting for one man. It's no longer there. That zeal to fight or destroy, we have not had it. All we had, people are campaigning, people are alleging to support one of the opposition. But the two major opposition for now, the two major candidates we know is that of the PDP, the governor, the current governor, and Izeyamu, who is alleged to be APC, though the APC chairman keep denying they don't have a candidate. So that is it.
Yeah. Why by Wike, governor of River State?
Well, Wike was, I believe, what all maybe led to Wike saying it's going to be an easy ride
Easy right.
for the governor. For the governor is the fact of one, because of his developmental strive, two, because of this godfatherism issue that and left made him to leave the APC.
Yes.
You know, wanting to share the state resources with them, and he refused. I think he has gotten more popularity through it. Let us be very frank and sincere on that.
Yes. Yes.
That
Mm.
alone
Yes.
is not going to share. It's not going to share state fund with anybody, but going to use it to work for the state. So I think it has made it very popular. So, thirdly, I see because uh, Obaseki as a person,
Mm.
no criminal record can be linked to him for now.
No
Even his
standard.
personal,
No
yes,
standard.
nothing could say. When you compare to the that of the APC candidate in the like of Izeyamu, who has a fraud case in his head, who even the man who is campaigning for him, he said is a thief, who is now saying presenting him as a governor. So you can see that when you distinguish between the two,
Yeah. The difference is
Obaseki
clear.
stands to get an easy ride. So it's an easy ride for him if Edo people's wishes are allowed to be carried.
Mm. Yeah. Also. And Governor Wike is working very hard as a
Yeah,
PDP
that is
chair.
expected of that is expected of him. As the chairman of the national PDP campaign team, his own duty is to see that his candidate is delivered.
Mm.
That we are not seeing in the like of Izeyamu. None of them is coming up. Even the Borno state governor, who was very active in the beginning, that he was going to lock up Wike, deliver Izeyamu, it's not
Coming.
forthcoming.
It's
It's not forthcoming.
Kano
Kano
State.
State, yes,
Governor.
Kano State governor.
Yeah,
It's not even.
the dollar guy.
It's not even forthcoming. It's not forthcoming. We have not seen him. We have not even heard of any manga campaign for APC. Yes, I know this is because of the crisis still brewing within the party. If the APC that they have a candidate in APC, it does not spell well for them, because even if you win the election, that can be carried to the market or court to say you don't have a candidate. But I don't see him anyway. I cannot. I just don't want to pull the cart before the horn. So I will say, let's hope and wish. But looking at the whole thing, the governor is still having edge
Yeah,
over the
APC.
because APC.
No,
All we are
it's not APC, EPM.
well, he's carried the banner of the APC. How he got it there will may, it's still a very big problem that we'll have to fight in the near future.
Yeah, because they are not recognized as the legitimate APC members in Edo State.
That
Therefore,
is
yeah,
that
they
is
should be
it.
identified as EPM members
Yes.
under the constitution.
Well,
Not
on
recognized.
that, well, the APC chairman said they don't have a candidate, but they are still saying they are APC. Let's see how this will eventually go for them. Uh, so it's still saying that he is APC. Let's take it that he's APC. When we get to the bridge, we'll cross it. So why?
It's getting darker out there. And
Yes.
to show you,
Okay.
uh,
Okay. I think let me live inside a bit
uh,
and to
go out,
yes.
sit outside. Oh my God. Yeah, at the beginning of the show, it wasn't this bad. Okay.
Yeah, the day is getting darker.
Hmm.
In the day. Okay.
Now, it's what? It's even what? Way bad. Oh,
Okay.
okay. Yeah.
All of this,
Yeah.
yes.
Yes, it's better now. Yes.
Okay. So that is the position we are finding ourselves. We still regard him irrespective of the issue.
Hmm.
We still take him as APC candidate under the election.
Hmm.
When we eventually get to that bridge, we'll cross it, whether he is actually a candidate of the APC, or it's just an illegal one that is for the court to decide. But I will not. I'm not seeing a situation where we get there, because that issue will not arise if a candidate of the PDP.
Yes, Mr. Daniel, you are back. Nice to have you back.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, as I was saying, that we do hope that it's going to be an easy ride for the governor, as
Mm-hmm.
the way it is there's dispute about whether it's actually the APC candidate running for this election, but he's campaigning that he's APC candidate. We take it as that until we cross the bridge that where it has so. But I don't see it go to the court, because it is when you are a winner that it will now have to be challenged in court. The way things is going, I see Obaseki on the edge, and
Do that. And
in APC,
yeah.
the APC in Edo State, the crises are brew that led
Uh,
to the governor leaving the party, the crisis that is still going on within the APC, causing division and confusion among them. These are the beautiful things that matters in this election. Now it has been exposed that they were actually ready to share Edo money, which the governor was not willing to do. Uh, yeah, we have a governor who has no criminal record, even personal, in his person,
mm,
and here we have somebody who is trying to be repentant here.
mm.
So it's a very straightforward line for the people to choose. Fortunately and unfortunately,
First thing, look at the person that is campaigning for him and
you
ascertain.
know that is what I'm saying. I say fortunately, unfortunately, both candidates were are those who are coming from Adanso Shomole. One, he says, is not lawyer, and that is why he must go, because he's not respecting him.
Mm,
The other one, he has condemned already, bringing him to polish him for Edo people. So it's a line being drawn
mm,
for Edo to see. But irrespective of this, you still see people still walk in the street campaigning for Isaiah Yamun, wanting his vote, wanting to go to government house for reasons they know best. These are challenging times. So election,
That,
until that day is the die is cast. You can
that
actually
is
not
power of democracy. No matter how,
yes,
yes,
no matter how ugly
no
you
matter
are.
how that candidate is,
Mm, mm,
he or she must have at least
mm.
some supporters. Yeah, that's the thing.
It's not all candidate. Like Labour Party, as I told, has a candidate in the person of his Isaiah Osifo, but he has decided to step down and allow Labour to work for PDP. So because he has seen the strength, he has seen the might, it
Mm.
here is one of the things is expected for you to travel abroad. That is, it's better that you travel abroad, be repatriated abroad, than lose an election in Nigeria because of the tension in it. It's a very tense thing. That is why when a man loses in Nigeria, you don't see him in public for years. And I think we
Really,
wish them we wish them the best. We wish them the
really,
best.
if a governorship candidate lose the election, you will
Mm.
see him. You will see him in public for years.
For a year or two, you don't see them in public.
Really?
It's a very big disaster, because it's
Yeah.
time conscious, it
Yeah.
tense, the
It's,
money
yeah.
involved in election. It's not something that you joke with,
Mm.
But let's see, we hope and pray. We have one incumbent, the current governor, Isaiah Yamu, who's trying to polish himself as a knight. So let's see how the election goes at the end. But from my own observation and evaluation, I think Obaseki is still having the edge.
Oh, big, yeah, very huge one. Yes, yes. Even the APC, given that the APC members at less than 50% are still supporting Governor Obaseki, that just
That,
gives them so much edge
that
over.
is because of that is where the beauty of this election will goes on. A lot of people have talked to says they will not leave APC, but they will work for Obaseki. So you can see that. Let's see how it goes. But he's still having the edge to my evaluation.
Yeah, a big one. What about Ganduji's video playing at Ring Road? Is still there or
It's
they
still
remove?
very much there. They are there. It's part of the political strategy. Maybe that is why he's not coming to Benin City to campaign for, or
Ah, it should
maybe
come out. Ah,
maybe that is why they are not holding their mega rally. But we don't know yet.
awa
As
no,
as
awa forbidden. A corrupt person should not step his feet in the great Benin Kingdom. Awa, eh no.
or maybe they are waiting for Buhari to finally receive them first. Because up to now, Buhari has not received the APC candidate, in quote, APC in quote candidate. He has not officially received them. Maybe those are what is delaying their mega rally. But notwithstanding, they are going with their house to house campaign, personal campaign, to see how much vote they can gather from Edo people.
Hmm, interesting. Very interesting election. Very, very interesting, honestly. So, these people are writing a chapter in the history of Nigeria. Governor Obaseki is rewriting the history of this politics. It's rewriting it. Yes. And this one is making history in our face, and we are not recognizing this so much. But 10, 15 years time, I think Edo people will know the value of Governor Obaseki. It's making history. History. Yeah, history. Okay. So besides that, what is going on right now, Madam?
Yeah, well, it's the normal campaigning, going from area to area, trying to
Yes,
gather votes.
yesterday, he went to Asian land yesterday, Governor Obaseki. We saw some pictures, and some students also visited him.
No,
And
no,
someone,
it was Nance.
hmm,
Nance came around to government house, saying they were supporting and backing Obaseki. The Nance ESCO are saying they will even resist any ringing of violence during the election. Obaseki has not been to Esan. Obaseki was at Akoko Edo yesterday. What happened in Esa land was, um, they normally call him Rice Man. He was able at
a
Ewoimi.
PDP, a PDP,
Yes,
member,
yes. Who step aside for
Governor Obaseki.
Obaseki, gathered in Ewoimi with a large crowd, Ward 1 and 2 in Ewoimi, standing and giving their support and vote for Obaseki. You know,
You can see the
so
cohesion, you can see the cohesion among the APC members.
mm,
APC members, I mean, that is
mm,
what they are in the APC side.
mm,
Governor Obaseki came in, and these people they stepped down, even though they resisted a little bit, they stepped down, and now they are coming together strong, very strong, to campaign, even cancel the APC in the state. Now you can see that in the APC side. That's what
mm.
they are working in the APC side right now. You understand that?
Yes, it's because of the confusion and the crisis they are presently facing. Earlier in one of your shows, we did mention
Mm.
that those who are campaigning through the EP of Izeyamo. We are not having that coordination as a party called APC election in Edo State. There's no coordination
Exactly.
of that, yes. But PDP, they carry themselves along, they hold meetings with the elders and leaders,
Yeah,
coordinators, that is the beauty of it. So,
exactly. You can see how they are working. The unity is obvious. Unity is very obvious. Okay. So we just wish them the best. What we are praying for from diaspora, those of us who are here in diaspora, is a peaceful election.
yes.
Peaceful election.
I can
Because
see that. I can see that happening because
mm,
as it is, we have not seen any violence or any of the parties clashing or their supporters clashing. They go
okay.
on campaigning and fight. So I can
Yes.
see it coming until the end. The only thing is that we keep begging the federal government not to be very partial, to remain impartial, and
Pressure, yes.
let the people decide who becomes their governor.
Okay. Hmm. We pray for the peace. We pray for peace and a successful election for anyone that is going to win this election. But God, Obaseki for sure is going to win because it's crystal clear to everyone now. We are predicting today. That's why we are doing political analysis
Uh,
every to predict.
yes.
We are not
Uh,
prophesying here. We are not
yeah,
prophesying.
is prediction. Prediction is by evaluation. We have
Mm,
evaluated and see that he's having an edge,
yeah, over.
both both in the party organization and as a person being a governor. So that is where we predicted that he's having an edge. But
Mm,
let's see how the other side will take it. I believe they also have an analyst within them who is looking at the the the
mm.
work of the other parties and how far they have gone and how to outrun them. Uh-huh.
They should
So,
employ us as the analysts. So we
mm,
analyze how many APC members are connected today. EPM members are connected. How many PDP members or supporters are connected today? We do the analysis. Every day we do the analysis. We do the analysis. Me and you, Mr. Daniel, because we are not wasting our time. We need to be employed to do the analysis. Okay, professionals. All right. So that is just the thing. We wish them a peaceful election.
let's,
Are you are there in those states? Peaceful election. We are praying for diaspora. Given that you cannot participate, you cannot visit Nigeria because of the COVID-19.
no,
Moreover, we are not able to vote. So our prayer, number one prayer, is the peaceful election
let's,
in those states. Yes. So that is the thing. Thank you, Mr. Daniel.
thank you very
Thank
much.
you.
I'm grateful.
Yes. We'll talk later. Thank you.
Okay, okay.
Yeah, thank you. Bye.